Huh. What the hell? How the heck? How are you doing that? Huh? Okay.
Well, hello, my beautiful broken people. It's your boy Bentpinkeez, aka Bench Stretcher. Not Ben, bench. So today we're gonna go through stretching with the bench. So go get yourself a bench. All right. Today we're just gonna go through some stretching, recovery, elongation of the muscles to help you feel better, hopefully move better, and let's get started, shall we? So, you got your bench? Cool. We're gonna go into a calf stretch first. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and get into this lunge position. You're gonna drive your back heel straight into the ground. Keep that back leg straight. We're gonna start with my left leg. You can start with your right leg, I don't care. I'm starting with my left leg. You're gonna press against the bench, right? Make sure it doesn't move away. You feel that stretch right here in your calf. See that? You want that anatomical term, science term? Gastrocnemius. Got the gastroc? Yeah, so we're gonna hold this stretch for about 20-30 seconds. Once we get that done, then we'll move on to the other side. So most of these stretches can be done with your very own handy dandy bench. I like using the bench because it's, readily available. And you can get some different angles of stretching that you wouldn't normally get with the floor. So go ahead and switch, and then we'll get the stretch on the other side. See that? Yeah. So sometimes we're just feeling a little want to change things up. I typically go over to the bench, start my stretching, and helps me finish my stretching recovery. Because stretching is very important. We all know that. I need the stretching a lot because flexibility was not my forte. Still not is all the way my forte, but we're getting a lot better. So we working together, getting better together. All right, everyone good? Feeling that stretch? Yeah? See? Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to hamstring. How do you do the hamstring? Place your heel on top of the bench. Get into this nice straight formation. You can start by bending your knee first, and then you're going to keep your back straight and hinge from your hip, and then lean forward. You're gonna feel that stretch in the hamstring, and then if you feel like you can bring the leg a little straighter, you can bring the leg a little straighter. So straighten the leg, and then you should feel even bigger stretch on your hamstring. For those of you who are mega flexible, you probably don't even have to bend your leg, right? It's just nice and straight, and boom. But for those of you who are similar to me, not super bendy, right? Keeping that knee slightly bent, all right? And keeping that back straight, abs tight, and you will get a significant stretch on the hamstring. So, leading cause of lower back strain, lower back injuries, stuff like that, or sitting too much, tight hamstrings is a big time problem. All right, so you should feel that right here. Got it? Right, so you could really just touch it. It's like, now it's like really stretchy, hard as a rock. So let me tell you, tight hamstrings, not cool. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides. Place the other foot there. Keep that nice slight bend in the knee, back straight, and then you're gonna lean forward, abs tight, and then you're going to slowly straighten the leg as much as you can. If you are too tight, some of you might look even worse than this, but I guarantee you're still getting a stretch even though your leg is not straight. Okay, so more important that we actually stretch the hamstring and not pull on the lower back. Right? Because if we keep our legs straight and then we're just going to lean forward, we start stretching our lower back and not the hamstring. When we're trying to actually target the hamstring. Imagine that. Okay? And we just chill right here. Feel that nice stretch. Hang out. So, let's see. Just came back from camping trip with my family. awesome. And we hung out with my nieces and nephews, also awesome. Yeah, good food, good times, hang out with the family, you know, can't complain. Did some light yoga work with the fams. The kids got involved, right? They're way more flexible than I am. So, all right, so now we're gonna go into quad stretch. How you do the quad stretch? You're going to, I'm using my left foot first. You're gonna place your foot on top. You're gonna come forward, and then we're gonna drop that knee all the way down to the ground, right? And then you see right here? Then you're going to lunge position here. Your heel is pretty much up next to your butt, and then lean back if you can. You're gonna feel a huge stretch throughout the quad, and you'll feel it all the way up towards your hip flexor. This is gonna be great to open up your quads, obviously, because that's what we're working on. So we're in this quad stretch using homeboy bench over here. Yeah, so you're gonna really feel this if you actually work your legs a lot, like moi over here. And we just need to really stretch this guy out, because I really feel the stretch here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, funny thing about kids is they're very flexible, right? You can be too if you never stopped stretching since you were a kid. But there's always a chance that you can get back to being flexible again. I know I'm trying to channel my inner youthfulness. Hopefully it's working. Okay. Ready? Switch sides. Because you know. Okay, so we'll first set up here. Now that we're already here, put the other foot on top of the bench, drop that knee down, and then pop your body up and lean back a bit. Keep that back straight, abs tight, and you're gonna feel that stretch in the quad. Yeah, so channeling my inner youthfulness, you know, Asian don't raisin. So, we're grapes, plump and juicy. Is that what we went over? Was it plump and juicy? But really feeling it in the quads here. Really do. Okay, I am not the most flexible, so you definitely can tell that I will feel all these stretches, which is why I do that. Okay, so once you feel this stretch here, after this, we're gonna work on our hip flexors, since we already did a little pre-stretch on them. And then we're gonna move up towards the hip flexors. So you see how we're like basically moving from the lower body all the way up to upper body stuff. So we went calves, then we went hamstrings, now we're going quads, and then we're gonna go into the hips, or hip flexors. Okay? All right, so go ahead and come up out of that. We're gonna go into hips and hip flexor. So go ahead and place one foot on top. You're gonna put both hands down on the inside of your feet. You're gonna bring that back leg back as far as you can. And then you're gonna drive this knee forward, and then keeping your back straight, driving that. You're gonna be on your tippy toes on the back foot. Then you're gonna drive your hip into the ground or into the bench. And that's when you feel that stretch on the hip flexor and the hips in general, okay? So this is where we do the nice big stretch, okay? So always want to open up as many muscles as possible to help increase range of motion, increase mobility, promote recovery so that we don't have stiffness all over the body. That way, you know, less pain throughout the body. You know the whole saying, no pain, no gain? Well, yes pain and yes gain. So feeling this stretch right here, got it? And it's going to help you, you know, kick higher, get into the splits if that's what your goals were. If your goal is to just stretch and feel better about yourself, or feel less pain, then this is also very good for you. Okay, go ahead and switch sides. All right, so bring that right foot there. Both hands on the inside of the ankle. Bring that back foot back as far as you can. Go onto the balls of your feet or tippy toes. You're gonna drive this knee forward. You don't want the knee to go outwards or inwards, just go bring it forward. And then driving this left hip into the ground or towards the bench. And you'll feel that nice stretch. Okay? So yeah, you definitely can get this runner's lunge on the floor, but we're doing it on the bench. So increasing that motion, range of motion, increasing the stretch, you know, so we don't have to do everything on the floor. So just showing you new ways to do things, and hopefully you guys will, you know, give you more ammo, so to speak, give you more ideas so that you can, if you have a bench somewhere lying around, or if you're at the gym and you're like, oh, I need a good stretch on my hip or hamstring or whatever, you can just automatically go, oh, I knew exactly what your boy Bentpinkeez was thinking when he made this video. This is for me right now in this moment. I'm gonna go to that bench and do this runner's lunge. Hopefully no one's using it at that time. So definitely be polite and ask if someone's using that, the bench. Because someone might be over there doing like International Chest Day or something. Okay, so now we're gonna go over and work our glutes. We're gonna get into this pigeon pose. So, pigeon pose. We're gonna take our nice leg here, lower leg. You're gonna put we're trying to get our leg to be about horizontal on the bench. So I'm gonna have you put both hands down, and then you're gonna drive your knee into the bench, and now your ankle is about the same plane or same level as your knee. See that? And then you're gonna straighten that back leg as much as you can, and then placing both hands on the bench to give you some leverage so you don't fall over. And then just like the runner's lunge, you're going to straighten that back leg and place balls of your feet on the ground, and then keeping your back straight, you lean forward, and now should be a stretch where your glute is and your piriformis area, and that's what we're looking for. So go ahead and don't round your back to lean forward to get more range of motion. That's not going to help. Keep your back straight, and then drive your hip forward, and now you should feel a nice stretch right where your butt or gluteus maximus is. Okay? Very good. Yeah, so doing these stretches does take some work. Right? Doing this on the bench, you're gonna have to prop yourself up, obviously. So hopefully you have strength enough to do that. If not, right, go ahead and do it on the ground. Or, I'll show you, you can stay in this position if you're already in this position, but let me show you really quickly how to do it the other way, and you don't have to worry about propping yourself up. So see, I'm facing this way, right? And I can still get that same stretch while not having to worry about holding myself up. Okay, but because I like showing off my muscles, I like to hold myself up. So I'm gonna stay right here for now so that you can see, right, the stretch. So same idea, keeping my back straight, leaning forward. But once we get to the other leg, I'll go back to the prop myself up version so that I can look cool for the camera and for you. Okay, but this is the easy version. Okay, so if you need to do this version, don't worry about it. Be my guest. The world is your oyster. I actually don't like oysters. All right, so switching sides. So again, to show you for the folks who cannot prop themselves up because of their arm strength, right? See how my leg is now about as horizontal as it can be, right? Back leg is trying to straighten it out, keeping your back straight, and then you're leaning forward. Got that? That's when you get that stretch on the glutes. And then for those advanced version people, right here, boom, drop that knee down, keep that leg back, and then we're in this stretch. Okay? See that? So Same idea for both. One just requires a little bit more work. The other one, not so much. So either way is cool. I'm not judging. Just giving you as many options as possible. We like options. Don't we? So after here, then we continually move up our body. So I'll give you another nice stretch after this. We're gonna work our trunk rotation. It's very simple stretch. Like everybody does this. Or everybody should know how to do this. Okay? So everyone good with the glute stretch? Yeah? You feeling gluteus looseness? Gluteus looseness? Alright, whatever. Okay, so from here, all you gotta do for trunk rotation, I'm gonna have you sit on the side, okay? And then we're going to grab our seat, right? And then you're gonna keep your back straight and you're gonna rotate your body around, okay? That way we're getting a little bit of a trunk rotation stretch, spine rotation. If you want to, just use your left hand, grab that outer knee. You can also anchor your hand there to help you pull, or put your hands here and help you pull, whichever works. Getting that stretch through the spine, through the trunk, so that we can loosen everything up. Okay, so you're basically just trying to look to the back of you like an owl that can turn his head all the way around because it has no bones in his neck or something. I don't know. I think it's a little weird. All right. Good. Let's go to the other side. So anchor down or put your hand here and then rotate to the other way. Good. Looking towards the back. Feeling that stretch in my spine or my trunk. Spine trunk. Trunky spine. Whatever. Don't worry. We'll get this. Okay, almost done stretching our body here. Thoroughly enjoying the process. So, everyone good? Okay, so now we're gonna get the fronts of our shoulders and also our bicep. So what we're gonna do here is you're gonna anchor your hands behind, right, on the bench. And then from there, right, so you can also grab the edge of the bench. I'm gonna grab the edge of the bench. You're gonna keep your back straight, okay? Keep your back straight. And then you're gonna scooch a little bit forward. Pull your shoulders back and feel that stretch in your shoulders, the front of your shoulders, okay? See that? So pull your shoulder blades back, feel that stretch in the shoulders and even the front of the chest or the top of the chest. Okay? And if you can't hang on using your grip strength, just interlock your fingers behind your back. All right, interlock your fingers behind your back, like so. So either like this or like this, does not matter. Interlock your fingers behind your back, all right? Open up your chest, keep your arms straight. Place your hands on the bench, and then you're gonna scooch forward, and then your arms are just anchored there, and that's pulling on your bicep and the front of your shoulders, the front delts, okay? Anterior deltoids, to be technical. And you're gonna see this stretch happen. So it doesn't matter where my feet are, it's all about the shoulders and the biceps, okay? So you get that slight lean back and increase the stretch, and you can bring your hip forward to get even bigger stretch. So we're gonna hold on to this position for a bit, really get a nice stretch action. It's gonna help with shoulder mobility and that forward shoulder roll, or that typically what we call is bad posture. Very good. All right, on to the last one. It's very simple. Because we're using the bench, all we're gonna do is we're gonna place our elbows on the bench, right? About a little wider than shoulder width. And then you're going to bring you're on your knees also, in like this prayer position. And from here, you're gonna bring your knees back, farther back, so that you can fit your head through the hole that you've created. So you're gonna fit your head through this hole, and we're gonna stretch our lats, right? And don't round out your back. You want to tilt your back so that it's driving into the ground. Your belly button is driving into the ground, and you're gonna feel that stretch through basically underneath your armpits, all the way down to your lower ribs. And those are your lats, those wing muscles. Okay? This is why we're in this praying for a good stretch. Driving your head down. Breathing. Do not suffocate. You can do this. We're literally at the end of the road. Almost there. Enjoy this stretch. Okay? Very simple, very simple. Alright, I'm gonna come out of that, and one more bonus stretch because I would like to get the bonus stretch in. We're gonna go into the splits, if you can. This is splits. Everybody knows how to get into splits, right? You're gonna use your hands, place it on the bench. You're gonna open your feet as wide as you can, and then drop as low as you can. So you can place your hands here to help make sure you don't fall into oblivion, or you place your elbows down so that you don't tear all your groin muscles apart. And we're just slowly inch our way down, keeping our legs straight, back straight. And I wouldn't call this much of a splits, but it's a lot of stretch in our inner thiol region. So this definitely helps open up the hips, definitely helps you if you're into any sort of kicking. You're able to kick a little higher, aim at someone's face instead of someone's lower body. So definitely used to do Taekwondo, so I'm trying to get back into being able to kick someone's face. Right now I'm definitely at a long beard level. You know what I mean? I would get Santa's beard at the bottom. Yeah. Okay. But don't get in my way. I'm gonna throw a mean roundhouse right to your ribs. That's so violent. We're just stretching. Calm down. Center your mind, right? Find your inner peace. Feel this nice stretch. Breathe and feel more flexible. And this will be the end of the bench stretch. Okay, everyone good? Go ahead and creepy crawly yourself back into position. And then now I can safely tell you that you have completed Bentpinkeez bench stretching routine. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it so already. Don't forget to visit bentpinkeez.fit to get you some sweet gear. And as always, your boy Bentpinkeez